Intrigued, the Dr. Stone manga ends with a central question unresolved. Senku and his science team stand over a freshly dug grave, peering over the edge in shock at what they find buried inside. And then the story abruptly cuts to black. We never get to see what they are actually looking at in the dirt, leaving readers hanging on a completely unresolved image. That missing panel prompted an intense community investigation. Readers began analyzing every frame to figure out if humanity actually managed to invent a working time machine. To solve this mystery and figure out what is waiting at the bottom of that grave, we have to look closely at the specific rules established in the spin-off series, 4D Science, and specifically decode the details buried in Chapter 3. Leading into this finale, the Kingdom of Science is pouring all their newly rebuilt resources into a single monumental goal: constructing a time machine. The stated reason for this investment is a sudden Morse code transmission they received from the future, a transmission that sounds exactly like a desperate plea for help from Senku's deceased father, Byakuya. But Chapter 3 pulls the rug right out from under the characters. The entire future transmission was completely fabricated. Byakuya never sent a thing. This means humanity is dedicating its entire civilization to an engineering project based completely on a lie. The real author of that fake SOS was the alien parasitic entity known as Y-Man. This illustrates Y-Man's alien thought process. It calculated that a purely logical drive for scientific discovery isn't strong enough to push a species to invent time travel. Instead, it determined it needed to inject a highly personal, emotional anchor: human love and grief. By faking a message from Byakuya, the alien manipulated Senku's attachment to his father, ensuring humanity would work tirelessly to achieve Y-Man's technological goals. Once the deception is out in the open, Y-Man offers a bizarre new deal to keep the time machine project moving forward. Humanity must complete the time machine in the distant future. Y-Man then uses it, traveling back thousands of years to petrify Byakuya before he dies. Preserved in stone, Byakuya waits buried under the earth for millennia to be uncovered today. This specific timeline rule takes a highly theoretical physics experiment and turns it into a physical rescue mission with immediate stakes. Which brings us directly back to the physical dig site, with Senku breaking ground at his father's grave. Based on the rules of the time loop Y-Man established, if Byakuya's petrified body is actually buried in this dirt, it serves as physical proof that Senku's future self succeeds in building the time machine. The manga panels provide a specific clue. The characters observe a physical anomaly within the dirt, confirming that the grave contains something besides empty earth. The definitive answer comes from official artwork released alongside the final chapter. The illustration clearly depicts Senku as he reaches down to grab a cracked, petrified stone hand, pulling itself out of the dirt. This piece of physical evidence confirms that the timeline loop closes. The time machine is eventually built, and Byakuya survives through petrification. The closing of this time loop provides the closure the original finale withheld. By the end of Chapter 3, the physical evidence aligns with the theoretical math. Senku finally brings his father home.